Good afternoon, gentle friends. Welcome back to another day. So today is a cooking for Sandy day. I actually haven't cooked for her in a while. She had a friend visiting and then I was sick and didn't want to take her down any cooties. So this is probably the first time in, several months that I have cooked for her. One of her favorite dishes, I ordered a butter chicken in one of our meal kits and she really liked that. And since I haven't taken her down anything in a while, I thought it would be nice to do her some butter chicken. So I'm trying a new product today. I have tried the butter chicken sauces. She likes those, and I do have other pastes that I've used before, but this is one that we haven't tried yet. And it is there's 4 servings per container. So if I make the whole thing, then we're talking about 320 calories for the sauce. And it is basically tomato paste, sunflower oil. You've got the milk powder in there, but this also has melon seed, cashew, and fenugreek leaves. So I thought that was a little different. And I did notice that they're listing it as a medium. So I'm not sure how spicy that's going to be. But the only thing that you have to do with this one is to add butter and water. So I'm going to do that. And then I have a chicken breast. That's just some butter. The other half of the potatoes I made yesterday, she doesn't really like it on rice, so I thought I would take it with some mashed potatoes. And then these are poppadoms or pie pads. They are a they're a lentil cracker type thing. And this particular one, I like the cumin ones. So with these, traditionally you would fry them and they'd puff up, but you can actually do them in the microwave as well. So I'm going to take her one of those, and then I will do mine when I come back. Okay, so I am back from Sandy's, and she really, really liked this butter chicken. I was worried it was going to be a little too spicy. So I actually added a can of plain tomato paste to kind of mellow it out a little bit. And then I added about a half a cup of half and half, again, just to kind of mellow it out. But she said that it was really good. So I've actually I made enough to do 4 servings. So I took her down about a serving and a half today, and then I've put another basically I kept 1 serving for me and I'm giving her the rest of it. So this I'm going to put aside for her, but that's basically what mine looks like. Now, I'm going to have mine with some black rice, and this I happen to find at Big Lots of all places. This is just a black rice, and like a lot of the 90-second rices, it has a little oil in there. So this is 270 calories per 140 gram or 1 cup. And I do have some plain black rice in it. I think it ends up being, it's like 240 calories for a cup. And that's 270 just because it has some oil in there. I'm going to do 2 of these. I did one for her. I took the bag down and I did one for her, and she really liked it. That was great. I never know when I'm taking her down some stuff if she'll like it or not, but she liked that one. And in her microwave, I just put it in for 30 seconds and it bubbled up beautifully. So I'll show you what it looks like before and after. And then I had bought a bag of fava beans. Now, these are like big lima beans, basically, and these are still frozen. I just opened them now to look and see if they were what I was familiar with, and they are. I picked them up the last time I was at the international market. So I'm going to, the bag says to basically blanch them for a couple of minutes and then remove the skin, and then to go ahead and cook them there. So instead of sauteing them, I'm actually, I think, just going to steam them. I'm going to try them in my little Good Cooks steamer tray, because I think that will work well. All right, the butter chicken's already cooked. All I need to do is heat the rice. The little pie pads only go in the microwave for 30 seconds each, and cook the fava beans. All right, so on today's Did You Know edition, because I didn't. So this is the fava beans, and this is the skin. I didn't realize how thick it was until I started peeling them. I mean, it's, you know, that's a super, super thick skin for a bean. So that's the yield after my little pile of skins. All right, for the second part of show and tell. So these are the papadums or papids, and it looks like a tortilla, basically. And this particular one has cumin seed in it, and you can cook them in oil, but you can also just put them in the microwave, and they puff up like that. Now, Sandy's microwave, it only took 30 seconds. My microwave, I did a couple of them trying to get it right, and it took about a minute. So, and basically they are super crunchy, crispy little things after that. So that is what a papadum looks like. Alright, so I'm going to finish up my night with a little fruit and yogurt bowl. I have some of the Greek Gods honey yogurt, and this is some mixed berry compote that I made, and then I have cute little almost baby bananas, and so I'm going to have one of those, and that will finish out my night. Hey guys. Alright, so we are at the end of the day. So I didn't have anything before going to Sandy's, and I got home about 6 o'clock. And I had the buttered chicken with the papadums, the rice, and the fava beans. And then about 8:30ish or so, and I had a plum after the butter chicken. And then about 8:30 or so, I had the fruit and yogurt. And that I'm done. I don't want anything else today. And I've made a couple of adjustments to sort of targets. Exercise-wise, I did do my mailbox walk. I did the arm exercises and the boogie break, so I got all of those in. All right, so the first thing is that I changed my calories back to the 1200, even though I'm doing more activity. I just am not doing well on this trying to eat 4 or 5 or 6 times a day. I'm really struggling with it, and I need to find a balance between how many times a day I'm eating and not pushing. It's all quite, I don't know, complicated's not really the right word, but I need to find what works for me. So I knew going into it that it was kind of going to be a bit of an experiment. And part of what we changed for the insulin resistance is I am back doing metformin. Now, I don't have diabetes, but metformin can also be helpful with insulin resistance. And the first couple of days, I took it as she prescribed it, which was 1,000 milligrams twice a day. And that just kicked me in the teeth. So then I dropped it down, and that was 2 pills in the morning, 2 pills in the evening. So then I dropped it down to 1 pill in the morning, 1 pill in the evening. These are extended release metformin. So that was 500 milligrams. But even that is still making me feel quite nauseous. And that's normal for metformin. I mean, it causes stomach problems. That's the most common side effect that people have. But I find that it's making me feel really, if I take the one at night, then it's another thing that is difficult to sleep because, yeah. So, from today, I am going to go away from the trying to eat 6 times a day because like I said, when I first said I was going to start doing that, every time you eat, it causes your insulin to spike, and I knew that that could potentially be a little bit of a problem. Now, taking the metformin, that's supposed to help that, but it's just kind of finding a balance there. So I'm taking one metformin, one 500 milligram extended release in the morning, which does make me feel queasy all day, but I'm hoping, and I just started this today, but I'm hoping that it means that I will not feel so bad at night and, might not have as much trouble sleeping. So it's all an experiment right now. But anyway, so that I changed that. And in changing that, in not eating so many times a day, I'm going to go back to the 1200 calorie mark because sometimes I even have trouble hitting that. And today's an example of that. Today I have had 890 calories, and that's because I had the dinner because I didn't have anything before, and then I had my fruit and yogurt. So if we look at the sort of everything going on there, I am 310 under the calories. Again, I've had a day where I've had half the protein. My carbs are right at the limit, and that's of course because I had rice and the pampadams, which were carbs, and then of course all your fruit has carbs. So I had a really carb heavy day, even though it wasn't particularly starch heavy. And then my fats, I only had 17 grams of the 67. And stepwise, it is just about 9:30. And I've done my steps. I'll get some more in before I go to bed, but I'm not going to do another set of exercises. So it'll just be whatever I have, letting the dogs in and out and just general stuff before bed. But, so that means that I missed my calorie target, missed my protein target, I was okay on carbs and fats, and I did my activity target.